All right, what we're going to be looking at here today is the ethical user agreement and why we need to save us and the consumer. So first, let's talk about data mining. Data mining is the using of people's informations for positives. So by taking searches on our site, things that were being clicked on, we can properly see what products are doing well. What can we do with it, or what do we do with this information? So we can use this for geographical information, such as what areas are buying the most items, what areas are buying the least items. Promotional use, so maybe we can see what items are selling really well and what items aren't. Maybe provide sales, maybe bump up prices, maybe lower prices on certain things, and then also getting to know the customer and what they are looking for. So general practices of data collection. So what can be collected. So how content is seen, maybe through a phone, maybe through a tablet, maybe through a browser, things of that nature. What items are being viewed and what pages are being viewed more and more, and what pages and items are being viewed less. Um, the time, location, and users viewing. So what time does our site peak? What area of our site peaks? What area of the world do most of our people use from, um, and the amount of people that are actually viewing. Now, what can we do with that information? We can check popularity of items or events. So we can take what is very popular and base all of our sales on that. Maybe throw all of our, not throw all of our eggs in one basket, but throw more eggs into that basket because it's more popular. Um, we can take the amount of people or users visiting the site to see exactly how much engagement we are currently having, especially using the region or times, and then what medium they're viewing the site on. We can tailor our site more. So if I have 90% of the people visiting my site is mobile, and we don't have a mobile user friendly website, we're going to need to change that. So by using those kind of data points, we're able to see exactly what needs to be changed and what needs to be fixed. So now let's look ethically. When we have all this information, what can we do ethically to ensure our customers are safe? Currently, we have every user sign up using our user agreement, and at the end, we state that we can sell this information to any company we see fit. Now, let's talk about that for a second. Um, let's say Amazon wants to buy all of our data, the people that we are getting, and we sell them our data. Obviously, we're making money. That's cool. That's good for us. But what we are doing now is because we are selling that information, our customers are thinking, why am I getting Amazon things? I've never shopped with Amazon. Why am I getting this kind of information? Why is my information being sent out to other companies that I don't want it to be sent out to? And most people don't see. Let's take most people. I'm sure when you read a user agreement, you don't truly read it. You just scroll to the bottom, click agree. So they don't know exactly what they're getting into. So we need to make sure that we have the trust of the people. Um, Trust is a huge factor because if I'm shopping with a site and I know that my data is safe, my credit card won't be stolen, my social security number won't be taken, um, I'm going to keep using that site. Now, if I go to a site and immediately my credit card gets stolen, information gets stolen, my identity gets stolen, I'm obviously not going to use that site. So we got to have trust in the consumer, to the consumer, from the consumer. So how can these violations occur? So by selling off information to a non-secure database, maybe some small company wants our data, we sell it to them, and then boom, it gets stolen. They're going to look back at the site that they actually used, which is us. Hackers slash unsecure. So if we don't have very secure firewalls and things of that nature, many hackers can get in. I'm sure we've all seen in the media recently the anonymous stuff, where they hack databases and sell off information. All of that stuff is currently happening. So we got to make sure that we're keeping the data as secure as possible, and also not treating each piece of information as valuable and not securing the information. So by keeping certain types of information will be helpful for us. When a user signs up, maybe they give their social security card. do we really need to keep that social security number on our file? Because if we lose it or if we let it go somehow, how that's only going to hurt us and the consumer, which will lead to distrust. So keeping the information that we deem viable, we need to keep that and not store the other information. So just like I've been talking about here, only holding on to information that is necessary. So for example, transaction that's for name, phone, credit card, and address. Only need to hold on to name, phone, address for database purposes, as this will connect us to the customer. The credit card number can be stolen and ruin the customer, so why should we hold on to that? Why put our company at risk while also putting the consumer at risk? It just doesn't make sense for us. Should we collect and sell information? Yes and no. We need to collect information to help our business. By collecting data, we can make informed decisions on certain problems that we are currently having. But selling that information is morally and ethically wrong in my mind. We are allowing the data to speak to us on tough decisions that is vital to our success, that is necessary for our success, while also keeping the trust of the consumer by keeping their data safe. If we sell that data off, who knows what could happen to it after that. And they're not going to look to the company that lost their data. They're going to look at the company that sold their data because that's the one they used. So we need to make sure that we have the trust of the consumer while also keeping the data to make sure that our company runs as smoothly and efficiently as possible. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for coming.